Hello, nieces and niestos. How are you today? Welcome back to the channel. I want to thank you guys for coming back to the channel. I'm SavingsFashionista, and over here we do mainly things fragrance. And today we are here to talk about the fragrances and or fragrance cocktails that I wore starting the week of February the 11th. So if you're interested in hearing all about it, please stay tuned. All right, so starting on Sunday, I decided to wear something only just this so that I can get the full experience of it to see how I really feel about it. And this is something new from Bath and Body Works that I had just picked up that Saturday. And I got both of these items as free gifts. And this is the Tropidelic line from Bath and Body Works. This is one of their latest lines. The packaging is absolutely gorgeous. This fragrance has fragrance notes of irresistible passion fruit, ylang ylang, misty, radiant rainforest with natural essential oils. Now, this fragrance, you guys, I was really kind of reluctant with the ylang ylang because I have shared with you that I used to be, well, I still am an essential oiler, and ylang ylang is a very strong, potent fragrance. Beautiful fragrance, but it can be a little overwhelming. But I do think that they balance this so great with the passion fruit, the exotic fruits, and the combination of the floral ylang. So I really enjoyed this. I have not yet figured out what I plan to pair this with. This is really more spring, summer forwarding. So be expecting to see some fragrance combinations with this in the near seasons. So that's what I wore on Sunday. Now moving on to Monday, approaching Valentine's Day, which was this past week. I hope you all had a really great love day. Every day is a love day, you guys. So starting on Monday, I wanted to do something every day leading up into Valentine's Day with chocolate. So you're going to see this butter quite a bit because this is like the only chocolate body cream that I have in my collection. And someone gifted me this some time ago. It was a scrub and a cream. And I do see this on Amazon, so I'm not really sure where the person bought it from. They could have bought it from Amazon, but this is it, and this smells just like some rich, buttery chocolate, and it is a really nice moisturizing fine fragrance. Listen at me, fine fragrance mist. A really nice moisturizing body butter. So I use this, and then I went in. I kind of like have used this in past times. Up until it's gone, and I do need to replenish it, but I think this time I'm going to get the oil. This is Choco Musks, but I have used this more like a fine fragrance mist because the lasting power is very minimal. It performs, in my opinion, like a fine fragrance mist, but this is a beautiful vanilla chocolate fragrance. If this was just a little stronger, it would just be so magnificent. It is absolutely beautiful, so I use this. Then I went in with something in my collection that is probably one of the most gourmand fragrances in my collection. This smells so edible. If you want to be a snack for partner or hubby and they like chocolate and gourmand sweets, I would definitely recommend this. This is La Gourmand from Jousset. It has fragrance notes of toast. Weird, huh? Butter. It has a cookie dough note in it. It has this rich vanilla note with some chocolate. It is absolutely a gourmand delight. You definitely have to be a gourmand girl. If you don't like gourmands, you are not going to like this because this is in no way, in my opinion, perfuming. So I went in with this, and then I wanted to add just a little bit more vanilla to balance it out, and nothing balance out a good vanilla, and especially if you want to add a brown sugar note like KayAli Vanilla 28. So this speaks for itself. She is a pioneer at this point in the fragrance community. So that was my fragrance cocktail for Monday, and I did call it Vanilla Chocolate. Moving on into Tuesday, so as I said, chocolate was the theme, and I wanted to pair it with different fragrances, so I did use this again on Tuesday, the chocolate buttercream body cream. Then I went in with something that you definitely have to have a certain olfactory to even appreciate this particular fragrance. It did not get a lot of love when it was released, and I have never seen it re-released since I've been a part of the community. But this is from Bath and Body Works Bake Shop. I think this came out in 2020. And this is the chocolate covered cherry. This has fragrance notes of rich milk chocolate, red cherries, sweet liqueur. This is definitely a rich chocolate liqueur. You definitely get that deep chocolate cherry liqueurness in it. And it's something about this that I so love. I have heard people reference it and say that it smells like cough syrup and Robitussin. I don't know, but I like it. So if that's the vibe that it gives, okay, I'm cool with it. I like it. And I really enjoy this. I try my best not to wear it. I'm probably a third down. I'm sure you can find this on Mercari because, like I said, it was not a love for a lot of people, but I do think it definitely has a place in my fragrance collection. So I use this fine fragrance mist. So next I went in with New Bond Street. This is not a favorite for a lot of people either. In my opinion, I just think you have to have a certain olfactory palette to even appreciate this because this is a gourmand fragrance. However, it gives more of an earthy in the ground type of fragrance. I don't want to say dirty because I don't want to associate dirt with fragrance, but it definitely gives a authentic cacao fragrance note in my opinion. It does have some notes of coffee in it, but this is a cacao just bomb. And cacao to me and chocolate is a little different. I would say that this is like the powder form of chocolate before we get to like the milk chocolate or the dark chocolate bars or candy. This is definitely a powdery cacao form of chocolate. It is really nice. So I paired it with something that has a cherry note, but it also has a coffee note. Very subtle, and I think it accent this fragrance combination very well. And this is the Over Red by Black Opium from YSL. So that was my fragrance cocktail for Tuesday, and I called it Cherry Chocolate, and it was a hit. It was a hit. I really enjoyed this particular fragrance cocktail, and I do plan on wearing it again. Moving on into Wednesday, I used the same chocolate, butter, cream, and then I went in with strawberry snowflakes. I prefer the strawberry snowflake over the strawberry pound cake. I just like it better. In my opinion, it's just more airy. The strawberry is not as tart, but that whipped cream note combined with the bergamot, it just does it for me. So I went in with these two items. And then I went in very calculated with this particular fragrance, although it is a beautiful fragrance, but it can be very cloying for me if I don't apply it correctly. So I went in with the Choco Violet. This has a very strong violet note in it, you guys. Very cloying violet. So I say this with warning. If you're not a violet person, you definitely want to sample this before blind buying it because it's a beautiful chocolate note in here, but like I said, too much of it, the violet takes over. So I went in with this, and then just to add a little more strawberry, I paired it up with the Burberry Her. Now, you know that there are strawberries, I think there are some raspberries, blackberries, and a cherry note in here. But if I really had to put a more dominant fruit on this particular fragrance, it would definitely be the strawberry, but it paired exceptionally well and it was so beautiful. And I called it chocolate strawberry, and that's what I wore on Valentine's Day. I truly enjoyed it. It was really nice. Now moving on into Thursday. Thursday, I started off with my morning shower body wash. I did not use the scrub, but I did use the scrub body wash, and this is the Coconut Coffee by OGX. So I'm sure if you're a part of the community, you are familiar with this. And this is definitely a coffee a ground coffee. It's not like brewed coffee, but it's a ground coffee and coconut fragrance. It is true to the name. So after the shower, I moisturize myself really well with this. This is one of those moisturizers. You can buy one jar and share it with some of the ladies in your family because it'll probably be a lifetime before I make it through this unless I wore it every day because it is so thick and rich. It only takes a little and it goes a long way. So I went in with that. And then I went in with the Vanilla Mocha Cream. Vanilla Mocha Cream has fragrance notes of cozy, cappuccino, vanilla orchid, white tonka bean. This is a star. They came out with a vanilla mocha martini. I'm not sure if the notes were different. I did not get that one, but this is really nice. I've gotten a nice little ways in this, but I really like this being a part of my collection, so I went in with this. And then I topped it off with Deluxe. I was feeling myself all day, you guys. Deluxe is such a beautiful fragrance. It has that coffee, it has that caramel note, it has vanilla, and it has a rose note. I have come to realize that rose mixed with caramel, it is my thing. And at one point in my life, I couldn't stand a rose note, but rose and caramel, oh, I want everything rose and caramel. But Deluxe is one of those fragrances that has that fragrance combination in it, and it is so sexy. So that was my fragrance cocktail for Thursday, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Moving on into Friday. I started off with the Fenty Skin, and this is the Vanilla Dream Shimmering Body Oil. Now, this is a very potent body cream oil because it's highly moisturizing as well as the shine that it gives to the skin. It is so good. All of the Fenty body butters are like that. So I went in with this. And then I went in with one of my favorite vanillas. This is Neighbor's Gold. It has fragrance notes of berry. It has a rose note. It has vanilla, and it has some cacao and some very, oh, exciting spices in here. It is just so good. This is one of my favorites. So I went in with this, and I topped it off with this beautiful caramel vanilla Gourmand fragrance. This is so beautiful, you guys. This is Bianco Latte. So that was my fragrance cocktail for Friday, and I completely enjoyed it. This particular day, I got quite a few compliments. So on yesterday, which was Saturday, I was in the house all day Saturday. So what I did, I just went in with a classic, and this just brings back so many memories of high school and college. This is Donna Karan Cashmere Mist. This has my favorite in it. It has Lily of the Valley. It has some bergamot. It has some sandalwood in it as well as a suede note, but this is so good. And I think this coufret, someone gave me this. I think that this was a nice little coufret. It looks like the full-size bottle. And just happy to have it as a little small part of my collection. I've experienced this. I've probably had maybe 2 bottles in the past, but really enjoyed that, and just a couple dabs and my pulse points last the entire day. So those are my fragrance cocktails for the week of February the 11th. I want to thank you guys again for coming back to the channel. I greatly appreciate you. If you would, please share your thoughts about the things that I shared or the thoughts of the things that you wore this past week. Commentary is always great for the channel. Please give the video a thumbs up. Again, I thank you, and do not forget, you, yes, you are great. Bye-bye.